If you've never played a fighting game, you may wonder what a frame trap is, what we mean when we say footsies, what in the world a wave dash is, and what the bear doing? All great questions, but there is one staple of the genre that nearly everyone knows about, no matter your experience with the games themselves: the combo. A combo in fighting games is an unbreakable string of attacks used to deal a large amount of damage to the opponent's health bar. This can come at any point in a match provided you use a move that creates this state. However, the more you aim to damage your opponent, the more difficult the combo becomes, requiring practice and precision. Most fighting games have a unique style of combos, usually from moves known as launchers. Different games allow different amounts of filler after the launcher, which helps build up the damage before the ender, after which the attacking player cannot extend their combos further. Of course, each character has their own launchers, fillers, and enders, meaning you have to memorize what their best moves in combos are. How you get there is whether you want to use your enhancement meter or not in most fighting games. But there's something missing from some games' combos that one franchise does, in my opinion, perfectly. Tekken 8, releasing on January 25th, 2024, is already touted as being the best fighting game of all time. With an insane roster of 32 unique characters at release, including the aforementioned bears, there is an endless number of combos possible. After the launcher, the game typically allows between 6 and 10 hits before you must do what is called a bound. A bound is the penultimate part of the combo system that allows a variety of options. When you are looking at your options after your bound, you should be trying to figure out two things. Number 1, where is the nearest wall? Number 2, can I get there? Once you answer number 1, you should immediately have the answer to question number 2. If you cannot get to the wall, you will have to settle for a less damaging combo, landing in the 60 to 75 damage range normally. If you can get to the wall, however, or immediately next to it, you should then consider your options for maximum wall damage. Tekken, unlike a good portion of fighting games, does not require you to spend resources for high damage combos. If you want to land a YouTube combo, though, you will be looking to use some more of the tools in your arsenal. First of all, the pride and joy of Tekken 8, heat. Heat is the extra spice in Tekken's kitchen this go-round, useful in providing more advantage for the user, often giving them more moves or enhanced versions of existing moves, and of course, for this video, the ability to further extend combos and pile on more damage. Another resource available to the player is Rage, which is activated once the player reaches 45 hit points or 25%. Rage allows for more damage on every single attack, meaning that even staple combos scale up to more damage, making 1 health or magic pixel comebacks more feasible. And why not knocking someone out before they get in rage can go so wrong. Additionally, this allows access to your Rage Art, a high damage attack that can be landed in most combos. And depending on what route you use, the damage can be as high as 60 to 70%. However, there is one more variable in Tekken that is not a resource in some people's minds. While there are normal walls useful for max damage while using the least utility, there are certain parts of some stages that allow for additional damage and/or extensions. These include breakable walls and floors, some of which take 2 hits to break, and other wall and floor elements that cause extra bounds. But what does this all add up to? What is the actual point of this video? Well, part of this video is to show my progress as a fighting game player, including my understanding of combo structure, rather than mindlessly mashing away at whatever YouTube says to do in practice modes. But another big part of it is specifically why Tekken's combos are so satisfying to perform. and I feel like there is a reason. My roommate, who plays Lee, arguably the hardest character in Tekken, talks about how much he appreciates the game's mechanical structure. Both of us feel as though we get to take part in every move, which helps feel like you are the character performing it rather than watching mechanics do it for you. Everything about it feels satisfying, in part due to Tekken's execution skill curve getting increasingly more challenging once you try to do more than, say, 60 damage, understand walls, and once you try to figure out why the bear is here. Sorry, I'm just really questioning the bear today. So, to conclude this video, I believe Tekken 8 is already one of the most thought out games in recent memory, especially from a design standpoint. The combos are well crafted and none of them are game breaking in any way. The execution needed to land them feels satisfying to pull off, no matter how many times you've practiced and performed them. While combos aren't the only element in fighting games that people need to learn, at least on YouTube, it's the one that gets clicks. And bears.